I only said what they told me. When the doctor was there, and I was in there when the doctor was examining, and the doctor said that he thought he'd broken his eyes.
We need to hear it so that people can make up, because at the moment, he's getting absolutely rinsed and there's nothing coming back. So what does that tell you?
Well, the thing is, people feel the vacuum with what they want to fill it with them.
Ran for missing 10 million for missing the fight. So he didn't spar the way he wanted to spar.
You think underprepared, like for a fight of that magnitude?
Seeing, it's foolishness. How can you be so stupid? That's street mentality. This is world-class boxing. This is top-level boxing. If you want to bring that stuff to boxing, that's what happens. If you want to bring that mentality to our game.
Doctor examined him, give him some medication, but the medication he gave him, it obviously had to be checked that it didn't.
He gets dropped in sparring, but he's learning on the job. You'd rather do your mistakes in the gym than do them when you're fighting.
The sauce is good. The sauce is good. And so when I'm hearing these things, I'm like, nah. And so it's popping out left, right, and centre. The sauce is good. And so to me, I just shook my head. And when I'd heard
was sparring. It was the first time where we consistently had 7 or 8 guys in camp, living in camp, training with him day in, day out. And it made a big difference in the fights. I think he knows that the way that he's going to improve is time in the gym, and also
the fight. Getting dropped once again, it's not the end of the world. People get dropped in fights and still win them. Getting dropped in sparring is what it is. So I mean, you just got to be able to dust off and kind of.
Probably shouldn't be doing that, right? There he goes again. Now again, I'm no doctor. I don't know, but it does seem like that's a bit of an issue.
His ability to go in there and believe that he can go and mix it with these guys. This is sparring at the end of the day, but I know for a fact that both guys appreciated each other's work.
See the sense of it. What do you want to go sparring for? Behind closed doors. Let all the fans see it. Do it in the ring. Get paid for it. I mean,
when you bring in a sparring partner, they're under orders, and if they're under orders in this particular fight, then these sparring partners have been told, under no uncertain terms, to go easy, go through the motions.
We sparred like in the beginning of my career, then back in those early days. So we've done a few rounds, and I'm sure he's come on since then. So he's been lucky so far, but I'm looking to take his own.
Frame with his lead hand, keep the distance, which he does such a good job of. If you move forward, he moves back. You cut an angle, he cuts an angle, right? He just mirrors what you do. And the moment you make a mistake or overcommit, he touches you with the lead hand. That's
Daniel Dubois just got rushed to the hospital from sparring. And this isn't your typical training camp drama. This is serious injury territory, and the entire boxing world is losing their minds because Fabio Wardley's massive fight might be completely dead.
Yeah? How long ago? What are we talking? 7 years, 8 years maybe?
Do you both remember that?
Mm-hmm.
How did that sparring go? Not that means anything come fight night. It's a long time ago. You're a different fighter. You're a different fighter. How did that go?
I went well, but in the early days, he got the better of me.
Yeah?
We'll say that. I've got no problem with that whatsoever.
Do you remember those, Lauren?
Yeah, just like he said. He's come on since then now, so.
We've grown a lot since then for both parts. I'm nowhere near the fighter I was that many years ago. And in the fights he's had, he's grown and changed and adapted as well. Like, you have to. Like, if you want to stay at the high level of this game, that's what you have to do. But even in them, like you say, in those 7, 8 years I've changed, but not just that. Even in the last 2, 3 fights I've changed. I've grown, developed, got better, adjusted, changed, weathered storms, figured it out. Like, I've gone through milestones, and you can watch them from fight to fight to fight, the adjustments I make. So all I'm proving is that I'm constantly learning.
Frank Warren had to bring in doctors just to clear the medication. Think about that for a second. We're not talking about ice packs and Advil here. When promoters start talking about medical clearance, you know someone got hurt badly.
Courage, heart and determination, and his will to win. He's got world-class balls, and he's got a world-class heart, he's a fighting man, and he believes in himself, and he knows that all the time he's in the fight, he can win.
Now here's where the old school guys are completely missing the point. Derek Chisora's out here saying getting dropped in sparring is just part of learning, but this isn't some amateur getting schooled. This is a world-level heavyweight who's supposed to be peaking for the biggest fight of his career.
It's all about mindset. Dom recognises that. It's not about the physicalities with Daniel Dubois. Never has been. You know, he's a big, strong guy, and like, if you get his mind right and he's that self-belief there, and that's what Dom will be working on with him.
His mind right. There's not many that should beat him ever.
No.
Johnny Nelson called it exactly what it is, unnecessary street-level behavior. And he's absolutely right. Professional boxing camps aren't supposed to end with ambulance rides. Wardley's team is watching this thinking their opponent just showed up completely unprepared.
Because Fabio Wardley's a world champion now in his own right. And that 5% I'm just talking to you about, he's 5% better now than what he was before he won the title, because that's what it gives you when you win a world title. Now, he's just beaten Joseph Parker, right? And messed him up quite badly. It wasn't an easy fight. It ebbed and flowed for periods in that fight, but ultimately, Wardley got the job done. That's what he does. He gets the job done. Look at his career. Now, he would have improved, and a lot is to be said of Daniel Dubois, because he's got an excellent jab. That was the difference between him and AJ when they fought, was that jab. It was just beautiful. Wardley's got a good jab, and if Wardley's jab has improved since winning that title, then...
But here's the kicker. Eddie Hearn keeps preaching about structured sparring and quality training partners. Meanwhile, Dubois is getting carried out on a stretcher. Something went catastrophically wrong in that gym, and everyone's trying to cover it up. Lawrence Wardley acting like this is just another Tuesday in boxing. Getting dropped in sparring happens, fighters recover, life goes on. Except when you're facing Fabio Wardley, every single mistake in camp gets magnified under the lights. The real problem isn't just the injury. It's what this says about Dubois' entire preparation. If controlled sparring sessions are putting you in the hospital, what happens when Wardley starts throwing bombs for real money? Frank Warren tried damage control, calling it competitive work between professionals. But competitive work doesn't end with medical emergencies. Wardley's camp is probably celebrating right now because their biggest threat just showed massive vulnerability. Duke McKenzie explained how sparring partners are supposed to be controlled. Key word, supposed to be. If Dubois can't handle controlled sessions without getting hurt, he's got zero business stepping in with someone who's been finishing elite competition. And get this, Dubois was talking confident just weeks ago about his sparring experiences. Now those same sessions landed him in a hospital bed. Wardley's team has to be thinking their opponent's confidence was completely fake. Meanwhile, Fabio Wardley just beat Joseph Parker and looks absolutely unstoppable. He's finishing fights, growing as a champion, and his opponent is getting carried out of training sessions. The contrast couldn't be more obvious. Spencer Oliver says it's all about mindset for Dubois going forward. But how do you recover mentally from getting embarrassed in your own gym? Wardley's watching this thinking he's already won the psychological battle before they even sign contracts. So here's the reality: Dubois went from world-level threat to question mark in one sparring session. Wardley's momentum keeps building while his opponent faces serious questions about recovery and readiness. This fight might be over before it even starts. What do you think? Can Dubois recover from this embarrassment? Or is Wardley about to get the easiest payday of his career? Drop your predictions in the comments. Smash that like button if this breakdown opened your eyes. And subscribe because this situation is about to get even messier.